Sharing of waters of Godavari and Krishna once again becoming a very hot topic of dispute between the two Telugu states, with the Andhra Pradesh government headed by Mr. Chandrababu Naidu aggressively pushing forward to get the Polavaram Banakacherla link project cleared by the center. He is asking for not just the environmental clearance but also financial assistance and technical clearances to be given by multiple bodies so that the project can be moving forward to provide drinking water to 80 lakh people in the Rayalaseema region and also irrigating more than 7.5 lakh acres of land in the very drought prone Rayalaseema region. For Andhra Pradesh and for Chandrababu Naidu, this is a very important project that can bring prosperity to the region of Rayalaseema that is otherwise known to be quite drought prone, and therefore farmers always report distress, and there is also drinking water issues there. In Telangana, what is happening is that the Congress government headed by Revanth Reddy is under immense pressure and fire from the BRS, the opposition party, saying that the Congress government has been unable to defend the interests of Telangana in terms of protecting the water rights that it has vis-a-vis Andhra Pradesh, saying that once again Andhra Pradesh is taking away the waters of Telangana and that the Congress has not been able to put up a good fight there. What the Congress government is pointing out is that Uttam Kumar Reddy has written to the Jal Shakti minister as well as to the finance ministry, saying that permissions should not be given to the Banakacherla project because it is violating the rights of Telangana, and that they are expecting that a lot of negative repercussions will happen for Telangana if that project is given the go ahead. So the chief minister in fact convened an all party meeting of the MPs, and it was attended by BJP MPs as well. There was Raghunandan and there was DK Aruna, and there was BRS MP as well, Ravi Chandra, who represented the party which does not have representatives in the Lok Sabha but is a Rajya Sabha MP. So as part of that meeting, Revanth Reddy put out minutes of meetings that happened, Apex Council meeting that happened in 2016 September, and he also put out multiple other meetings, minutes of other meetings when KCR was the chief minister, and he pointed out that it is in the 2016 Apex Council meeting attended by Chandrababu Naidu as Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh and KCR as Chief Minister of Telangana, in which Uma Bharti was the Union Water Resources Minister. And he said that in that Apex Council meeting, KCR had in fact put forth this idea that there is 3000 TMC excess water that is available in the Godavari and that it should be utilized by the Telugu states, and that is the first time Revanth says that this proposal that Godavari water should be used for parching the quenching the thirst of the parched Rayalaseema districts had been put forth. The argument of Telangana is that there is no clarity yet on how much excess water is available in the Godavari, for the simple reason that there are several projects that are either underway or they have been proposed and that they have been stopped by Andhra Pradesh because of legal hurdles. And he is also saying that a project like the Kaleshwaram, which is supposed to use the Godavari waters, has also not been able to do that because there was a collapse in the Medigada Pier, and therefore the Sundila Barrage and the Anaram Barrage of the Kaleshwaram project have been unable to take the waters and utilize it. And he's in fact done three multiple things through this meeting that he conducted. He's of course a passionate footballer, and I should say he has scored goals vis-a-vis his political rival KCR as well as his counterpart in Andhra Pradesh, Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. The reasons I will tell you why I'm saying this is scoring a goal is because in the case of KCR, because the BRS is attacking him, he is pinned the blame on KCR, saying that you are the one who offered excess waters to Andhra Pradesh and behaved like the big brother and said that you can use the Rayalaseema waters and said that we will turn that place into a Rayalaseema, into a Ratnalasema, as in a land of prosperity, is what KCR had said at that time. And he played out video bites of KCR saying that as well. And in the case of Andhra Pradesh, what he has done is that at a time when he is under attack, saying that he is not able to champion the Telangana cause, taking on Andhra Pradesh and the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu, who at one time was his political guru and in fact leader of the party that he was in, Telugu Desam. He has shown himself to be someone who is standing up against Andhra Pradesh and fighting for a Telangana, and he has in fact challenged Chandrababu Naidu on 2 counts. One, he has said that just because you are part of the NDA and the Prime Minister listens to you, do not presume that you will get all the required permissions, because there are legal battles that we are going to fight. We are going to fight this politically, legally as well. And he says that the requisite permissions from multiple bodies, whether environment or technical permissions from CWC, and also taking into account the kind of recommendations given by the Krishna River Water Management Board or the Godavari River Management Board, all of that will not allow Andhra Pradesh to get the requisite permissions. The second thing he says, forget what KCR has said. If you yourself believe, meaning if Chandrababu Naidu himself believes that 3000 TMC of excess water is available in the Godavari, then why is he raising objections to the projects that have been built by Telangana or are being built by Telangana on the Godavari rivers? He says allow, given no NOC for all the projects that are there on the river that Telangana has proposed. 968 TMC of water, let Telangana utilize. That's something that's already allocated to Telangana, and 555 TMC from the Krishna. And then whatever the excess waters that will still remain, you are free to use them for this particular project, Polavaram Banakacharla project. What the Polavaram Banakacharla project proposes is that 200 TMC of water will be diverted from the Godavari waters at Polavaram, and it will be brought through the Bollapalli reservoir that is to be built in Guntur district. It will be some kind of a balancing reservoir, and then it will come to Banakacharla reservoir in Kurnool, and that can be then used for irrigating the lands and for quenching the thirst of the people in the Rayalaseema region. So in that sense, Revanth Reddy is now leading a team, or hoping to lead a team, all-party team. He and his Irrigation Minister Uttam Kumar Reddy are going to Delhi, and they have invited Kishan Reddy as well. And in fact, he made a snide remark saying that Kishan Reddy had gone and met the Jal Shakti Minister yesterday, and he should accompany them today so that he can represent, along with the Chief Minister and Telangana's Irrigation Minister, the cause of Telangana in front of the minister, where they want to say that put an immediate stop to all the procedures that are happening with regard to Andhra Pradesh giving its detailed project report and seeking clearances for the Polavaram Banakacharla lake project, and saying that Telangana's interests are going to be hugely compromised if that project were to go through. He also once again took a dig at KCR and Harish Rao, saying that in case the project goes through, then it is Harish Rao and KCR who would be to blame, because he said they had betrayed the cause of Telangana by one, not building the Kaleshwaram project properly, and also by offering water from the Godavari rivers to the Rayalaseema region of Andhra Pradesh itself. He also took a dig at Harish Rao, who has been attacking him on not doing enough to protect Telangana's interests. He said that he's making light of the collapse of a pier of Medigadda, saying that it's a huge project and one pier collapse doesn't mean anything. And he said that Harish Rao is 6 feet tall, and if his heart is taken out, what kind of a condition would Harish Rao be in? And he's saying that Medigadda in that sense is like the heart of the Kaleshwaram project, and therefore the pier collapse is something that will affect the Kaleshwaram project overall as well. So one is the political war between the two Telugu states. One is an internal political war in Telangana between the Congress and the opposition parties who are attacking the Congress government for not protecting the interests, and now taking the battle not just legally, first to all the constitutional bodies that guarantee rights to Telangana, then taking it to the courts, and then taking it to the People's Court, is what Revanth Reddy as the Chief Minister has said.